Go chase more waterfalls. A few weeks ago, I was hiking to a lake hidden up among the mountains, an absolutely stunning place with a big waterfall cascading into the lake. As I was taking in the views, I started to notice a handful of other waterfalls, all along the different sides of the lake. Some were hidden in the shadows, some no wider than a dollar bill, others barely flowing. And I immediately had a thought. What a great picture of our walk with God. You may have one big thing that you do to spend time with God, whether that's reading His Word, spending time in nature, going to church, or volunteering. The list goes on and varies by person. But following God is not a one encounter each day or week and done situation. We need multiple sources, and we need them all the time. We need to look for God in every place, not just the big place. We need church. We need community. We need to read the Bible. We need to spend time alone with Him. None of these channels alone can sustain us. We need as many small waterfalls in our life as possible. There very well may have been some other waterfalls I just couldn't see. Just like in your life, there are things that people may never see you do, but God sees you, and your life is proof of how alive He is in you. Each waterfall is an opportunity to be poured into by God. Now, I could probably bet that the lake wouldn't be empty without all the other small waterfalls, but it sure wouldn't be as full, and may not be able to sustain seasons of drought. As a follower, I hope you know what I mean here. Following Christ each day is not the same, and some days we feel more connected to God than others. Heck, if we're being honest, even some weeks or months. But doing just one thing can never sustain us. There is power in multiple sources and frequency. The Bible says you shall meditate on it, His Word, day and night, so that you may be careful to do so according to all that is written. Joshua 1:8. The Bible also says, so whether you drink or eat or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. This doesn't just mean church on Sunday or a Bible study on Tuesday or with your Christian friends. All must be for the glory of God, even the daily things such as eating and drinking. You see, we are human, which means we are not perfect. We have a sin nature. Therefore, we need as much as Jesus as we can possibly get. Following Christ doesn't come naturally to us. We are selfish, prideful, worldly, and we need Jesus more than this world. What does this look like practically? This maybe look like changing the music you listen to in your car on your commute, spending an hour a day with God instead of watching Netflix or on social media, fasting and praying each time you think about what you are fasting from, waking up 30 minutes early to ensure you have time in the Word. So often we push off this time with God instead of making it a non-negotiable. Making these small changes and not sacrificing your time with God each day can make a world of difference. The Bible talks about giving 10% of your first fruits back to Him. Now, most of us just consider this about being about money, but what if it translated to time? 10% of your week would be 16.8 hours. This breaks down to 2.4 hours a day that should be spent with God. What you feed in your life is going to grow. Try putting godly content in your life for 2.4 hours a day and see what happens. Where can you add small waterfalls in your day to help sustain the lake?